Welcome everybody to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it like we were evolved to do. Chamomile, continuing the herbal videos here. As you know by now, the springtime is the time when most fresh herbs come into season and the time where our ancestors would have had them most in their diet. Chamomile is one of these, and this is one of the most widely used European herbs that can still be found in our grocery stores today. It's mostly used by people today as just a sleep aid or to help relaxation, but it has many potential health benefits. As always though, there is not enough agreement on those scientific communities and talks to confirm most of these benefits, but it's worth a note. We don't talk about that here though. We are here to examine the historical use and history in our ancestral diet. So the history and sources we have on this plant pretty much the same of most of the other common used European herbs we have. We have some archaeological evidence that it was used and cultivated up to 8,000 or 9,000 years ago. We've also found it in ancient Egypt in their burials, especially used as a balm to preserve the mummies, and those come from at least 3,000-4,000 years ago. The first written records we have of it also come in ancient Greek and Roman times, at the times of Hippocrates, about 500 BC, and there it was used to treat skin conditions, and also used as relaxation to aid that. And the ancient Greek name for it, chamomile, actually meant apple of the ground or apple of the earth, because it kind of smells like an apple. We start to see records of it being used regularly. It comes about 2,000 years ago at Pliny the Elder's time in ancient Rome, and at that time it was mainly used in teas and in cooking, and even a bit further on in history as a flavoring in alcohol. We continue to find more records of it as we get a bit closer on in time, a little more than 1,000 years ago, in the Anglo-Saxon 9 Herbs charm, which is a herbal remedy and spell that invokes Odin in order to heal a snake bite, and chamomile was one of the 9 sacred herbs in that charm. And then a bit later on in the Middle Ages and even up into the 1600s, we see it being used for a wide variety of reasons, mainly known for curing fevers, but it also had a long history of medicinal use all over Europe throughout the ages for some different things. And there's also one Slavic folk tradition that if you come across chamomile and you're walking in the nature, you stop and give it a bow, and because that was such an important plant. So yes, definitely in our ancestral diet all over Europe, but also in Asia and North America too. It was brought when the settlers came in the past few centuries, where it also grows wild now in many parts in the US. It starts to come in season in the spring, and it can be found all the way throughout the summer. So that's when we would eat it fresh and when our ancestors would have gotten the most of it in their diet. But again, this, like all other herbs, has, once you forage it and dry it, you could preserve it year-round, especially save it for the winter when we have more of a need for those types of things, especially for help with fever or dry skin like we all get in the winter sometimes, and relaxation, of course. I definitely use it a lot. I use it a couple nights a week to help fall asleep. Also in the winter, if I feel a little sickness coming on, or if I have some dry skin or something, and it's also good if you have any like sores in the mouth, like cold sores or canker sores, I drink the tea, and then I'll even suck on the tea bag, and that definitely helps quite a bit, and relieves the pain and and it helps healing faster. And remember, in ancient Greece, it was also used for skin conditions. But yeah, again, modern science has not really confirmed any of these benefits, but I like it. I usually take it in tea. I also get some chamomile soap, and sometimes if I got some dry skin, I do that. But I think it would be really cool to use it in the more traditional European recipes and flavoring for food or alcohol. That would be a great addition to a before bedtime snack. But yeah, if you do that, you almost have to grow it yourself, because it's not that easy to find in stores fresh unless you're getting it in tea form. So that's chamomile. Let me know how you guys like it if you have any experiences. Hope you enjoyed.